Hey there, my name is Joe Sleven. I am the category manager for Adidas Soccer Teamwear, and I am excited to share with you guys Adidas' strongest teamwear line that we have ever had, and we are quickly moving through 2021. We will be covering all of the new concepts for kits, training wear, my team, goalkeeping, and everything in between. And after our live session, we will actually have the opportunity to connect one-on-one via a live Q&A. Now, teamwear is the key pillar for the Adidas soccer apparel business, and your partnership is what helps drive this forward. And kick things off with matchwear. We are introducing 3 incredibly strong kits, starting with our pinnacle product at Condivo 21. In addition, for 2021, we are actually adding a full family base layer offering, and that has been absent from our line for a past couple of seasons. And finally, we will continue our commitment to gender equity, offering a 1-to-1 kit option for men's, women's, and youth across the board. So let's get into Condivo 21, and fully recognizing that we just landed Condivo 20 in a big way, Condivo will now update every single year. Now don't worry, this will still live for the full 2.5-year life cycle that is needed, and it will still stand for our pinnacle product within matchwear. But to ensure that we are offering the latest and greatest, this will now get an annual refresh. We know now more than ever that consumers want to wear and rep brands that share their own personal values. And with that in mind, the team went to work on Condivo 21. And the insights that went into this creation include the fact that climate change is affecting how the game is played. And this will continue to be the case even more so moving forward. Rising tides and changing weather are the first things that come to mind. And to keep it front of mind, we are now incorporating a ripple effect, looking at these waters, and this is engineered, not sublimated, directly into the fabric for Condivo 21. We are calling this environmental camo, and it is featured on the front and back of the jersey, as well as throughout the entire Condivo 21 range. The actual kit itself is actually made from fabric, and this will be true for the jersey and the short, that are 100% prime blue. That means they are made of 100% recycled ocean plastic that's been intercepted at the beach, something that should be a main selling point for this jersey. Now, the product details for this jersey and short actually speak directly to this. The environmental camo we just talked about is on the front and back. Prime blue callouts at the neck tag, prime blue hang tags to educate our consumers on prime blue, and even the product, when you guys receive it, will have the callout on the insert. You'll see that at the bottom right of the screen, that the bag itself was made of recycled materials. Lightweight heat transferred floating 3 stripes on the shoulders, and this is the design language for all of Condivo 21, as well as a drop hem in the back, just like our top assets. Now, new this year are tonal colors and a ventilation insert at the side featuring breathable hexagonal fabric for true performance details. Pricing for our premium jerseys will be $55 and $50 for youth, available in 6 core team colors with that necessary 2.5-year life cycle. As already mentioned, and just like the jersey, the short for Condivo 21 will be constructed of 100% recycled ocean plastics. This fabric is still our top of the line 4-way stretch woven fabric, and design language continues with the floating 3 stripes and the drop hem in the back, which has been updated slightly from Condivo 20, which still means differentiation for our shorts within this entire line. Now, just to reiterate, we are constantly being challenged by everybody, retailers, partners, sales reps, to storytell, to provide reasons to buy within matchwear, and that's exactly what Condivo 21 is. This is our best-in-class product. This will be used by our top assets on the biggest stages of world soccer. And this is a story that can actually strike at the emotional level for our consumers. So let's make sure that we hammer this home. Updated pricing for the short is $35 for adult and $33 for youth, and those 6 core colors are still available across all genders, available for 2.5 years. Next up is our mid-price point jersey. This is our bread and butter price point, our volume driver, and in 2021, it is stronger than ever. This is a price point that should stand for very democratic, crisp, clean design language that is true to soccer and widely applicable. Enter Campeon 21. It's a style that checks every single one of those boxes that I just mentioned. 21 features an engineered pinstripe design on that front panel. You guys can see that right here. That design language is taken from prior season's authentic kits, specifically from Germany. Clean 3-stripe branding down either side. And again, that hoop design is engineered into the fabric, not sublimated. The back panel is 1-to-1 with Regista 20, so this is a jersey that you have already dealt with from an embellishment perspective. Now, given the importance of the price point here, we have expanded the color offering to 9 colors. all of which, with the exception of Glory Pink, will have a 1-to-1 short hook within Squadra 21, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Updated pricing here sits at $45 and $40 for youth, and this lives through SS24, so even teams buying in SS22 can play into this kit. Our final introduction for jerseys will be our boldest one yet, and it ensures that Adidas will continue to lead the way for club soccer. Taking direct design language inspiration from the sport, the focus for Squadra 21 was to bring that armband to life and allow for the utmost flexibility for you, our partners, when it came to branding, and also your partners and clubs when it came to endorsements, all while bleeding soccer DNA. Whether it's the captain's armband, the league crest, competition badge, name and number, FIFA initiative, soccer owns the armband, and that is built directly into Squadra 21. Badge of sports sit on either sleeve with a fertile playing ground on both the front and back of the jersey to embellish. Thought starters can actually be found at the bottom of your screen, but there are plenty more possibilities. Constructed of 100% prime green fabric, that's recycled polyester, and it wouldn't be Adidas without the 3 stripes, which are now executed in their respective body colors and featured on a white insert for something that we've never done before. Quick note that the graphic on the right side of the screen is incorrect. This will have a white execution with just the badge of sports being black. Again, we've never done this before. We invest 11 colors here, each of which will have a short to match, and we know this was a hang-up for Tabella 18, which is no longer a roadblock. The entire front and back of the kit can be badged with name and number, sponsor, club crest, really anything, and also wholly differentiating it from the jerseys that we've gone through today. Updated pricing here is $35 for adult and $30 for youth, and this will live for a full 4-year life cycle. A quick note with regards to the branding. Because of the dual exposure, this is not compliant with NFHS standards. However, that business should really be steered towards Campeón 21. Quickly to get into Squadra 21 short, this is also made of 100% prime green fabric construction, and as noted, it has a clean 3-stripe branding down the leg with white stripes in all 11 colors to fully support our Teamwear line. Front leg badge of sport, tie cord at the front, and the same performance cuts from the past. All of this while maintaining Squadra Short's $22 and $20 price points from the past. Unlike the jersey, this short is NFHS compliant, so you can use this for any institutional needs, and it can also be cross-merchandised with any jersey within our range. To that new base layer that I mentioned earlier, any of the jerseys that we just walked through can be made into long sleeve versions with our brand new entry-level team base tee. This is a fitted base layer, and it's meant to be worn under the jersey or training gear to provide additional insulation. All 6 core team colors can be found here for all 3 genders, men's, women's, and youth. 100% prime green fabric and a 6-year life cycle priced at $25 and $20 gives us a fantastic new opportunity. I did what I could to get all of SS21 onto one slide just to show how broad this offer is, how great the new creations are for this season. I actually wasn't even able to work in the 16 colors of Entrada 18 that we have here or the Estro 19 rec kit that we have. But what you can see is a broad color offering and 1-to-1 short hooks for every single color with the exception of Glory Pink that have the necessary life cycle, that have high quality executions and speak to the strength that Adidas has within the teamwear space. Couple that with the fact that our friends at Agron have also put together an incredible assortment that have 1-to-1 looks and hooks for every single one of those kits that we just saw. And now let's get into goalkeeper, the player between the pipes, keeping the ball in the back of the net. As with match, the top of our offer begins with Condivo 21 goalkeeper. The naming update is actually going to ensure that we train the market to continue recognizing Condivo as best in class. Just like the match offer, Condivo 21 is made of 100% recycled ocean plastic and features plenty of tallies in the win column. The fabric pattern, it's taken directly from the airstreams generated as a ball flies through the air. That same pattern is featured on the goalkeeper short, and it's the first time that we've ever done a pattern short for our goalkeepers, and this ensures that they will stand out on the field of play. Every season, I get inquiries regarding a women's goalkeeper kit, and we now have that ability to win here and win market share in the space. Both colors are available in long sleeve for men's, women's, and youth. Both shorts are available for men's, women's, and youth. Now, given the strong volumes, we will continue to offer short sleeve for just men's in both colors. As this is our pinnacle product, the insert from the cuff of the sleeve all the way down the jersey is made of elasticated engineered fabric for maximum freedom of movement and durability. And lastly, taking direct feedback from our athletes, our top athletes in world soccer, we've heard time and time again that the length of the sleeve interferes with their gloves. So we've adjusted the sleeve length to account for this and eliminate any distractions. No longer do keepers need to push their sleeves up, struggle to fasten their straps, or worry about interfering with the Velcro on their gloves. The adjusted length of the sleeve means that goalkeepers can focus on the things that matter, which is keeping the ball out of the back of the net and owning their 18-yard box. Updated pricing here is $70 and $55 for a long sleeve, and $35 and $33 for the shorts, $65 for the men's short sleeve. Into an inline jersey. This time it will be Squadra 21. 3-year life cycle, just like the match kit, 100% prime green, just like the match kit. And as with past versions at this price point, mom and dad can rest assured knowing that Junior is protected with updated padding at the elbow. Loud design language will also mean that they stand out, and for $40 and $35 in 2 colors, this is available for both adult and youth. And just one more quick note here on the sock side of things. Again, we've worked with Agron to ensure that we have you covered. Condivo 21 will have one-to-one bespoke colors. You can see those in the bottom right corner. Depending on your team's approach for Squadra 21, the likeliest scenario there is that you will use socks that follow the shorts color direction. We also have an enormous amount of black whites that will really hook to any of those goalkeeper kits. Rounding out matchwear, we will now get into my team customization. My team has grown for us year over year, and it's shown even further promise down the road. We're really excited to see what we have in 2021. As teams look to stand out, be more distinct, we have updated our offer with what's coming off of the assortment in 20. To stand alongside my Squadra and my Graphic 20 will be our brand new My Competition 21. You are free to merch this with any of the current shorts available, and the colors will be pulling from that traditional My Team palette. So again, just to go through the range, you have My Squadra, which while it has no graphic, is highly customizable and quick turn. Right above that, you have that brand new My Competition 21, which will have 15 graphic options, short sleeve only. And then above that, right at the top of our price ladder, is the My Graphic 20, which is the most customizable kit we have ever had. 15 graphics available on a midfield fabric mean we have the perfect offer that will sit between our good offer when it comes to My Squadra and best offer when it comes to My Graphic 20. Priced at $50 and $55, this is right there in the middle with a 3-year life cycle offering. Now it's time to get into training. And as with prior seasons, our training offer will tie directly to our pinnacle product. Condivo 21 training completes our prime blue assortment and continues to tell our sustainability story both on the sidelines and on the training pitch. Now, as with match, we've pushed for as much gender equity, innovation, performance fits as possible, and this line has it in spades. When it comes to training needs, Condivo 21 should be the first out of our bag for every single club. With the exception of a few pieces, the entire training line picks up right where matchwear left off and is made of 100% prime blue material. So even those clubs that aren't supporting the matchwear concept can still link to our brand's pinnacle product through their training assortment. As with the jersey, the training line features the same environmental camo inspired by the very oceans that they are saving. And this time it comes to life in the paneling throughout the range. It's contrasted in white, so it's ensured to be really popped and grab your attention as you wear it on the sidelines or on the training pitch. Floating 3 stripes featured throughout the range. Licensed endorsement will ensure that we have maximum global footprint. And for required buys, we have our normal assortment of 5 team colors available in the track jacket and those 2 colors for training pant. Getting into the rest of the offer, we're going to start on the left side of the screen. We have the $95 and $80 for youth all-weather jacket with a packable hood construction, zip pocket, water repellent fabric, and full zip at the front. Moving on, we have the training top, a piece that we've seen grow season over season as it's adopted by more and more clubs. 2 colors available, black and team light gray, available in men's, women's, and youth. Again, giving our female consumers an additional training piece in premium product. Quarter zip priced at $65 for adult and $60 for youth. The other required piece that we have is the training pant. To start, we have 2 colors, black and team dark blue, and those go directly with the training jacket. However, onboarding pro athlete insights from our top clubs and federation Players were looking for slimmer fits, which has been built directly into Condivo 21. The updated slim fit with shorter inseam and compression materials were a massive hit with all of our clubs and federations, and also mean that the pant is differentiated from other track pants within our assortment. Priced at $55 and $50, sizing info will come just a little bit later. The last piece to get into is the hybrid top, and just think of this as a combination between the former warm top and the water repellent fabric from the all-weather jacket. I'd encourage you guys to look here for premium training pieces. Warm lining, heat reflective lining that keep you warm, and thumb holes to ensure that this stays in place during training. Beyond that, we are again offering this hybrid top in women's for another premium piece and pushing our partners to continue supporting gender equity. Offer in its entirety more options than we've ever had for our teams and more options than we've ever had for our female consumers. Technology is called out on the right. Typical required buys are called out through the track jacket and training pant, with additional promo pieces available in men's, women's, and youth. And rounding that all out, we have the all-weather jacket for the sidelines for adult and youth. Condivo 21 should be the first training product that we pull out of the bag as we have in past seasons. This will lead the way for training gear when it comes to our clubs. Real quickly, I just want to get into that updated pant fit that I mentioned just a little bit earlier. And to help guide your conversation with those clubs regarding the new slim fit, I have actually put together the attached. We'll get to Tiro in a moment, which will feature that traditional track pant fit from the past. But as you can see here, Condivo 21 has a shorter inseam and a more compressed fit with flexible materials. Now, to further educate consumers on the floor or when they receive the products, the pant writer at the top of each image will also call out that this is slim fit versus regular fit. These insights came directly from our men's A clubs and federations, and because of that, the men's receive a full update, hip, knee, and thigh and calf measurements. However, due to constrained timing, full updates for women's and youth in this regard will come in SS22. However, they will receive an updated inseam length. 21. But before doing that, for our clubs, Condivo 21 should be the first product out of the training line that is offered up, as this is in line with our traditional soccer assortment. Now, just to give you guys a peek behind the curtain, from an individual buy perspective, Tiro 21 is a massive business for us. With that said, though, it is a franchise that is still born from soccer. The new line was designed with performance on the pitch in mind, and this comes to life in a full assortment that still has plenty to offer our club partners as a secondary training option should Condivo 21 not satisfy that club's needs. The product itself is defined by any number of design markers. Premium engineered stripes built directly into the product, which is then partially covered by a trend-relevant mesh that creates a color-shifting effect and unique fashion-forward design language. Almost the entire line is built with 100% prime green materials, and further blocking details make their way across the entire range. Performance cuts still live true to soccer, and the offer only helps supplement the Condivo 21 range and then some. Now, beyond the training pant, three-quarter pant, and jacket, this is where you can also find our jersey and our training shorts needs in more colors than you have ever had, as well as the windbreaker. Now, beyond that, we are able to service elevated affinity wear with the addition of a new tracksuit and sweatsuit collection. The sweat hoodie, sweat pant, and brand new sweat short are premium pieces and serve for warmer training gear, travel gear, and for those parents on the sideline. That sweat collection actually plays off of some recent trend activities. The fabric is 240-gram cotton recycled polyester mix. Even though it's not prime green, it still features partially recycled materials. That sweat top, the hoodie, is $55 and $50. The pant is $50 and $45, and that short is $35, though it is only available for men's and women's. Now, when we showed this to our focus groups, the short in particular were extremely well received, as the heavier material was more aptly suited for colder environments. Same cuts and fits as the normal Tiro that consumers have come to know and love. Now, as coaches and staff look to differentiate from the players' looks or for lifestyle apparel, I would recommend that you turn here, and that would be a very, very good option for those people looking for this type of thing. It is massive and offers more color, silhouettes, genders, and sizes than we have ever had before. Now, starting with men's, you can see that all of the pieces we've already walked through, and your annual $40 polo at the top for coaches' needs. All other polo needs can be serviced by Core 18. Beyond that, if you're interested, we've opened up big and tall sizing where applicable, called out by the blue dots at the top. For women's, we have a virtually one-to-one product offer with the men's, including more training jersey colors, training short colors, and the entire sweat collection. Beyond that, for the first time ever in soccer, we are offering inclusive sizing in our evergreen colors. This is something that we are celebrating in a big way with our wholesale channel partners. And should you see a need in this space, I'd encourage you to celebrate this as well. Youth tops will serve as unisex, but at the bottom right, you can see the Tiro girls pant, which is new in SS22. However, we had a version in 2019 which sold one-to-one with boys at some of our retail locations. There's business to be had, but we need to make sure that we approach these conversations with caution, as selling down on required purchases, such as the jacket and pant, is not ideal. Quick visual depiction of what that big and tall sizing offer looks like, and those sizes in general that are offered up for Tiro. We've opened up everything possible, which means every piece except the jersey get that big and tall treatment. Now, because they sit on the same article, I've added specifications regarding those measurements, big and tall sizing. However, they will still sit on that same article. However, when it comes to inclusive sizing, here's a view of how that comes to life. The actual size run for the inline article is on top, with the inclusive article at the bottom. This isn't meant to depict that the first size available is in XL. The fit of the inclusive sizing has been designed with universal standard specifications. So rather onboarding information from inclusive sizing buyers, we've opened up 1X to 4X to represent the necessary size run for this consumer. And this ensures that she has access to the brand's #1 apparel item. To help combat any trading down that I just mentioned, it should be noted that Tiro 21 does not have the full color representation to fulfill all silhouette needs other than in black and white for the full family. As you can see, prices are lower here in this range, which is why we don't want too many clubs trading down. As a reminder and a final call out, this is also where pieces such as the jersey and the shorts can be found, even for those teams that are buying into Condivo 21. And with that, I will wrap up my SS21 Teamwear presentation. I hope that you guys agree that this is the strongest line that we have ever had. In match, we have 3 jerseys with winning design language, color offer, and storytelling, along with shorts to match and socks to complete those head-to-toe looks. The team base tee should be in front of every single one of our clubs. We continue to lead the way in goalkeeping, and I've updated my team with the addition of my competition 21. In training, Condivo 21 will lead the way and allows us to amplify our sustainability messaging and showcase the best that Adidas has to offer. And our commercial driver, Tiro 21, has been fully built with all aspects of the beautiful game in mind. Lastly, we are celebrating our female consumers in a big way throughout the season with more options than ever before. So on behalf of all of Adidas Soccer, I want to say a massive thank you for your continued partnership and support. Thank you very much.